My name is Joshuanette Francis, and 2 years ago I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis. It's Joshy's world, it's Joshy's world. She went to the doctor and her whole world turned. It's Joshy's world, it's Joshy's world. She's going on adventures, this island girl. She loves her tummy hikes, beaches and tours. It's Joshy's world, it's Joshy's world, this island girl. Hi and welcome to Joshuanette's World, and today I'm going to show you a trick with my tape measure I got in a toolkit set for my Christmas. If you don't have a tape measure at home to show your friends this trick, you can borrow one or you can go to the hardware store, show them in the store and put it back on the shelf. So obviously we need a tape measure. So tape measure in hand, and we have to find the year. So we are in 2020. So we are going to look for 120 on the tape measure. 120 is just about 10 feet. If you were in 2019, you would look for 119. If you were in 2021, you would look for 121. So we are at 2020, so I'm at my 10 feet mark here. So boom, we're at the year. And I need to find when I was born in 1994, so on the tape measure we're gonna look for 94 and 94, and if you flip the tape measure over, you're gonna see that just below there that I am 26 years old. 2 years ago when I went to the doctor, I did an MRI. I'm just gonna read to you what he would have said to me in this letter. So it says, patient was seen and treated for left knee osteoarthritis, which was confirmed with an MRI.
Osteoarthritis is the most common form of arthritis affecting millions of people worldwide. It occurs when the protective cartilage that cushions the end of your bones wears down over time. Although arthritis can damage any joint, the disorder most commonly affects joints in your hands, knees, hips, and spine. Osteoarthritis symptoms can usually be managed. Although the damage to the joint can't be reversed, staying active, maintaining a healthy weight, and some treatment might slow progression of the disease and help improve pain and joint function. Osteoarthritis occurs when the cartilage that cushions the end of your bones in your joints gradually deteriorates. Cartilage is a firm, slippery tissue that enables nearly frictionless joint motion. Eventually, if the cartilage wears down completely, the bone will rub on bone. Osteoarthritis have often been referred to as the wear and tear disease. But besides the breakdown of cartilage, osteoarthritis affects the entire joint. It causes changes in the bone and deterioration of the connective tissues that hold the joints together and attach muscle to bone. It also causes inflammation on the joint lining.
Now that you are aware of what the doctor would have said to me 2 years ago, I'm going to let you in on some of the risk factors associated with osteoarthritis. I came up with an acronym so I could remember it all when I'm sharing this information with anyone, and I came up with job crogs. The J stands for joint injury, the O for obesity, the B stands for bone deformity, the C stands for certain metabolic diseases, the R stands for repetitive use, the other O stands for old age, and the S stands for sex. I know, I was pretty intrigued when I found out that females are more likely to develop osteoarthritis than men. Just so you know, a little fun fact about myself, my name is Joshuanette. It is Joshua and then N-E-T-T-E at the end. My parents wanted a boy, but I popped out with a vagina, so I am Joshuanette. I got the diagnosis, however, I continued with life as normal. I did not change my diet. I did not exercise. I did not do follow-ups. I did nothing. I just figured that I have time. I am young, so I did the most, and you can enjoy these snippets of me doing the most. I know your girl was living her best life. Until last year, April, I fell at work. I was speaking to the manager, so I had a chair in my hand. So my feet were planted this way, I had a chair in my hand. So my body was twisted, but I was trying to go forward, and I fell, and I was out of work for 2 weeks.
Look at her. Like, she's sick and she just won't sit down. Like,
I went back to the doctor, and he said, "What have you been doing for your arthritis?" I was like, "Nothing. I don't know. I don't need to do anything." And he's like, "What do you mean you've been doing nothing?" I said, "I've been doing nothing." And he said, "You should be doing checkups and therapy." I'm like, "I should?" And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it serious. Your girl still did not take it serious. I went back to work, and I fell a second time. Same exact spot. The supervisor is walking up, I'm walking down, and then in the middle of nowhere, we don't know what happened. Boom, I'm on the floor, crying. And I called my sister, and I just don't know, she's always there to the rescue when I'm crying. I call her, bawling my eyes out, and she comes to my rescue. Enjoy.
I have to love my. Look, she's next to me. Oh.
Your girl still didn't learn. Still didn't learn. Enjoy this snippet of me doing the most again, not taking her knees seriously.
Two times square. Mawoya nombwe tu bagay, pipe bagay, ale bagay.
It's friggin' 11:55 and now we want to go right. 12 o'clock I did that. Don't wake up tonight. Double head tap, double pressure. Oh, my knees decided to give up today, so I'm wearing braces on my 2 knees tonight. Nope. When they had me next week, I was like, okay, whatever.
Back to school, and I'm excited, and I wear high heels. And then in the middle of September, I recognize that my knees are hurting more than normal. Normally I have a pain here and there, but they're hurting more than normal. So I transitioned from wearing high heel shoes to flat shoes, and I would make fun of myself, and you can enjoy these few snippets of how I did so. my knees began to fail me. So I decided I am going to visit another doctor. And this lovely gentleman would have recommended that I do PRP injections. One doctor's opinion, not good enough. We're gonna go to the second one. So I go to see a second doctor and they recommended, I have the note right here, Bite Plus, 5 pounds, 2 ankle weights. So he said to me that I need to get some ankle weights and that would solve the problem. Sound bizarre to me, so I figured that his opinion, I need a third one. We have PRP, we have ankle weights. When I went to the doctor 2 years ago, they would have said to me, there's a possibility that I would have to do knee replacement surgery. So we're all over the place at this point. I go and I speak to 2 more doctors on island. And I really felt as though they didn't give me justice. So I got on Google, I called my friend in New York, and we started to look for a knee specialist because it's obviously that something is happening to my knees and I need to speak to a specialist.
I was screaming. What? I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. How many? Oh, yeah, the mom.
For you to see my adventures going to the knee specialist, you have to click on my 2019 doctor visit playlist where I have 8 videos and I take you along the journey when I left Antigua and Barbuda to see a knee specialist. I get back and I begin therapy. All good, all jolly. Yay, we're going to therapy. 6 full weeks of therapy. I go in the morning, I go in the afternoon, I go on free days because we are being very productive, we're being healthy, we're doing this. Boom, December hits. I have 2 full-time jobs. So I have to choose, go to work, or go to therapy. Guess what your girl did? Again. I know, right? Who puts their health on the back burner again? Like, what is your problem, Joshuanette? I don't go to therapy anymore because obviously I have to go to work and I'm exhausted. So, okay. COVID hits and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to therapy now. I'm gonna exercise at home. I'm gonna be in the rhythm. Guess what happens? I call my I can't even take myself serious. I call my boyfriend on the phone and I'm like, I need you to come and help me because I fall down. And he comes outside and he's laughing at me because there's bushes in my hair. I'm all sprawled out and it's just like, Jeanette, you're not a serious person. You are not a serious person.
So I tried to... Well, I didn't try exercise today and then I resulted in twisting my knee and now I have a swollen knee.
My knees are still not as big. Oh look, I had gotten a cut. They're not as big, but they're still swollen. My knees have some movement today. So my knee is still swollen, like swollen. I'm gonna have to walk an old person, can't even bend my knee.
I know. You keep saying it at home. Joshuanette. Oh, you're saying this girl must have retarded. This girl is tripping. I said this to myself many times. Like, you go to the doctor. You go to the doctor again. You go to the doctor again. You leave from Antigua and Barbuda and you go to the doctor. The doctor says you need to exercise and you still don't exercise. I know. That's me. That is who your girl is. However, we're transforming all that and I'm now taking my health very serious. So, hence, I am now on a verge to finding all 365 beaches on my island. The doctor would have said to me, one way is exercising on the beach and swimming. Swimming is a whole body exercise and you definitely don't put a lot of stress on your muscles. So I said, instead of going to one beach over and over again, why not go to all 365? I gained 15 pounds. I know. You're saying like the doctor said again, no weird. I gained 15 pounds. I know. So I know I have to lose 15 pounds. But instead of going to the gym, instead of exercising in my backyard, I am going to hike. It has always been something that I enjoyed. However, again, your girl loves money, so she's been working, so she doesn't hike anymore. However, we're adjusting that, so I'll be hiking. I am truly afraid that as time progresses, my knees will only get worse because at 26, major factors that have changed is I can no longer run up and down a staircase. When I go down the stairs, I actually walk sideways. So I put my stronger knee first and then my weak knee goes. And
lead with a good leg first, followed by your weaker leg. And then when you're coming down, if you lead with the weaker one and follow that with the good one, that makes it easier.
That I feel chronic pain. All smiles and laughs today when you're watching this video, but they are days that I cry a lot. They're days that I can't move. Back in April when I fell, it took at least a month before I was able to walk normal. There were many days that my significant other, he was there and he's just like rubbing my back because I'm crying, or he's like, you need me to help you because it's just getting worse. The doctors say, okay, Joshuanette, do therapy. We're doing therapy the right way now. So each week I dedicate at least 4 days to doing something fun, and we're not letting my knees define me. So your girl learned to ride a bike. The doctor said one of the other methods of building the muscles in my knee is riding a bike. But guess who can't ride a bike? Or who couldn't ride a bike? I know, right? 26 and can't ride a bike. I don't know, like what? Who doesn't know how to ride a bike? Everybody in the village had their bikes riding up and down. Like what? I know, yes, I couldn't ride a bike. I can ride a bike now, but guess what? That video is also gonna be up. You can watch that video on my story time playlist where, again, my superhero bought a bike to teach me how to ride a bike. Backstory, it is not all smiles and games either. I call him I cry a lot. Just fun fact, I cry a lot. Hysteric on the phone. I'm never gonna be able to ride now. And I'm crying, and he's like, Joshuanette, act right. And he's like, Joshuanette, okay, we're gonna go to the field. tomorrow I'm gonna teach you how to ride a bike. And I can ride a bike now. OG. All smiles, all tears, all joys, all fun, full excitement happening on Joshuanette's World. And you can be along the journey with me by subscribing to my channel. You will see me go to all 365 beaches on my island. You will see me hiking. You will see me riding a bike. Fun fact, I could ride a donkey, but I couldn't ride a bike. I'm showing you that also. I am showing you historical sites. I'm showing you restaurants because I am now living life to the fullest because I really am afraid that in the future my knees will fail me and I may end up wheelchair, walking stick, I don't know. But I am positive that if I do what the doctors say now, and not just do it, it's do it and stick with it. Because I started last year and then I changed. Do it and stick with it. I'm going to have a full life. However, if I never have a full life, all of the content that I would have created, I'll be able to relive life through them. 5 lifestyle changes that has occurred since my fall in April would have been the way I eat. I have reduced my intake of bread and fatty stuff and oil. I am now on a healthier version, but I have cheat days because I am human and dieting is not all fun and games. I exercise more, so there are days where I go bike riding, I go to the beach, or I do exercises in the backyard. I now take glucosamine. So if you have osteoarthritis, you should definitely ask your doctor about these pills. It works. Another major factor that has changed is my outlook on things. I will let people know that I have osteoarthritis, I have a knee problem, however, it is not stopping me. And from my research, you would know that a leading cause to chronic pain is depression, because whatever you take in is what you give out. You take in negativity, you give out negativity. I have old people knees. The old people knees does not have me. My knees are changing my life. However, I am still optimistic. I'm still positive. Guess what? I can walk. There are people out there who cannot walk. I hope that I never get to that stage. I really do hope that. And my outlook has changed. I will let people know I have osteoarthritis. And because I have osteoarthritis, I'm going to discover all the beaches in Antigua and Barbuda. Because I have osteoarthritis, last year I went to 4 states. I was in New York, I was in Charlotte, I was in Florida, I was in Atlanta. Because I have osteoarthritis, I am now, it's like COVID. There's negative and then there's positive. I'm taking the positives out of it and I'm being a better version of myself. And that is a major factor. And change is I'm now an advocate for individuals with disability because they need a voice, and people with disability are not all sad and gloomy. And even on YouTube, you should research it. They're seen as individuals who have an ability and not a disability. We have to adjust the way we do things. However, positive outlooks on life are definitely a mindset that you have to have because life is hard, it is stressful. My knees hurt today. Yes, they do. I did 2 long shifts. However, I'm here smiling with you, and you wouldn't know that unless I just said that to you a while ago. And I don't want anybody to look at me and be like, oh, I feel so sorry for her. I really don't need that. I don't need pity because I don't feel sorry for myself. So you don't need to feel sorry for me. We're doing this. It's gonna be a whole adventure. I am open to tips. I am open to tricks. I am open to what you do. I am open to having conversations with individuals who have a disability, who have osteoarthritis. You can hit me up in the comment section below, or you can send me an email at joshuanette.world@gmail.com. You can send me a message on any of my social media handles. So it's Joshuanette's World on Instagram, Joshuanette's World on Facebook, Joshuanette on Twitter and Snapchat. I am always open to having conversations about what you are going through. If you want to share your story with me, I'm okay with that because I am okay with sharing my story with the world. I am okay with you saying, Joshuanette, you could do this. Maybe this helps. Maybe this doesn't help. because it's a learning world, it's a learning environment. All the information is necessary. However, and it's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. And I'm excited. And I hope you are also excited. I hope you subscribe and be with me along the entire journey. Old people. Oh, Joshuanette. My knees look. Mommy! We are a wheelchair. Oh, Joshuanette!
Joshuanette,